So talk about it a little bit. That we're saying as part of what you do with AACT membership, your primary intent will be to do like regular practice, work more real projects. So this is where we need to be focusing on team. So as part of the JPAC, we have our client engagements that you or, or why do I say client? Ongoing projects, or new projects. That's what I'm basically going to start putting you into the Teams team. Audio video, okay, everyone? My voice is breaking. Is that still happening? Maybe I need to change my network. No. Now seems okay. Okay, let me know if it shakes up again for any reason. All right. So JPAC members, for all of you, you've been focusing, you've been doing a lot of learning, attending the trainings, watching videos. You've also been doing practice. So now start the real project. So in this live projects, how do we do? The first and foremost, let me be clear about the basic rules of how the live projects work, please. And then you will be able to, I'll start putting you quickly. It is not a training. So what does that mean? You need to work, research, and come up with solutions. And I'll talk about the harder parts first and so on. We'll go to the soft ones. These are not, so that's why session not as a day 0 sessions. You talk, present, I listen. What I want to do is 3 times a week. So that schedule will come to a little later. But every time I would want to listen, I listen, recommend, and we. So you will be let us meet live at 5:30 p.m. Pacific. So this is one schedule that I've just put up. So hopefully this will work for going forward. So 3 times a week, let us meet live at 5:30 p.m. Pacific time and to discuss what is the project status and the projects you might work with. So this is what it is. So now for me, I want to look at the of contributors. And a large group of contributors, what am I talking about? No voice, wow. Are you able to hear me? No? Microphone is fine. Losing voice. A lot of people have been complaining the same. Same for everyone else. Sound check. Network quality fair. I think it was bad earlier. Now it's changing team, definitely. Let me see if I can close some of these. Still, maybe I don't know, something wrong with my voice, maybe. Hearing background noise, unable to hear. Wow, that's okay. Sorry, team. So I've paused the recording so I could change my network. Hope it's better now. If the voice has any deterioration, let me know, please. So team, when I say large group of contributors for the project, so we need to coordinate, right? And make sure deliverables are happening. And that is the most important key thinking, deliverables for the project. And these are all very time bound, and we work in a strong, agile manner. So there is a lot that we will expose ourselves to as tools to do this and working together. But keep this as your primary, most important information stream. So when I say large group of contributors for the project, I need to classify team, and the easiest for me to classify is um, QA and let us say automation. When I say automation, it could also cover an SDET and with a CI/CD in it. QA is manual, and we know the how things work. So team, if I'm right or not, even most of your old JPACT members, even if you're from the new JPACT batch, you will belong to one of these. Okay. So I want to create only two projects team based on the same. This will be your project one and this will be project two. Is that fine, everyone? And what I mean to say is each of you can involve in project one and slash or two based on only one factor team. The only factor for this is how much time you have, nothing else. If you have time, please involve in both projects. If you don't have time, involve in one project. So let's talk about these projects now. Project one, QA manual. And when I say QA manual, ting, 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 this is project one. AACT. This is AACD, AnyAUT Certified Developer Tester. Okay, sounds cool. So first project and team for this, I will use the ongoing client project that we're doing on Climatic. We have done significant amount of work already since August. Actually, it started more in July 2000, 2009, no, 2019, a decade later. And still a long way to go. So this will be for our requires AnyAUT certified tester, requires to be AnyAUT certified tester. So you basically know if you are not participate in the project to become one. Okay, so that's oneclimatic.com and that will be your project team. So anyone in this group, I'll just put one quick poll question. I know a lot of you are experienced on that, have been working maybe in this project or not. So two questions then I need to ask. Ting, 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 manage polls. I don't think you can see. Any questions meanwhile that while I'm doing the polls, can you either raise your hand or put in the chat? And team, from going forward session 2 onwards, I want you all to be presenting. I want to be sitting back and observe how things are going and then guide each of us to make sure that we are motivated towards the goal. So question that I wanted to ask is which project you want to work on? In that is manual AACT, automation AACD. And team, don't just say that I'll work on automation AACD just yet. You can be observant. Observant doesn't mean you will work on, okay? Not just observing, work. One second. Sorry, non-observing. Both. Which project you want to work on? Team, I just launched this and I'm assuming all of you are JPAC members. So can you all answer this, please? So that way we also know from this team how many people are there who, and the reason you may not be working on AnyAUT Certified Developer automation project yet, from a contribution team, you should know coding then. We'll ask you to do some coding and so on. If you're not, don't worry. Give your answer to what you are right now. We'll have to work based on that. All right. Can I get everyone to vote in? Another, yeah, I've got 92%. Wow. I'll just speak. How much time involved for each of the projects? Okay, cool. I'll talk about that. How much are you can give, Jyoti? Um, Whatever we could contribute. So I'm going to close and share this poll. And one more poll, team. Okay, you also the results team. So let's look at it. Automation, 42% of you, great. I'm sure most of you are old JPAC members. Manual, 33% of you, great. So I like that we have enough strength for the manual getting to the team. And team, please do note, I'll show you those Skype groups. We're all in the same thing there. Ting, 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 ting. Then let me hide this and one more poll. And during that poll, I will answer the other thing. So this is about, are you currently working on a climatic project? If you are, then yes, no. Very little means you kind of joined but hardly did anything and so on. That tells me how many of you are currently on it and not. The next one is, I have a question in the meanwhile. How much time in, okay, that is one. Yeah, I'm almost a fresher. I've been out of work more than a decade. I can still participate in project and learn, right? Absolutely, yes. That is the whole thing. So even if you've got this project is to basically like get your adrenaline pumping team on what is possible, what we can do. I am not as AACT certified. Does not matter. When you do these projects, one of the certification requirements is to work on the project. Then you'll also be certified on it. So as part of the project activities that we will assign and keep giving, you'll also be working on it. Okay, great. Any other questions? Let me close this poll and share the result. So team, 1/4 of us are working on climatic right now actively, and the remaining of 75% not. So great. I will definitely add you all JPAC members into the climatic project. It's an amazing project and we require more people. We've been very active on that for a while. Uh, okay, so this is the project. We have about 23 people working on it currently and very active. So this project is one you all need to join. Please make sure that you're all JPAC members so I could so all the members who are interested to work in project one, like I'm showing here, QA manual testing. Let me unbold these. Okay, please make sure that you sign up for the Skype group. I'll just put the link here. Join the Skype group. The way we will conduct is I'll take our existing AACT members to give 1 to 2 hour or whatever needed, KT or introduction to the project as to what we have done so far. What have we done so far? What and how? So how and what next? Of course, I will be their team, but I'm looking at someone to volunteer from the existing team members who've done phenomenal activity. And believe me, anyone joining this project, be absolutely serious about it in terms of not participation, but your attitude and what you're bringing to the table. Because team end of it, if you look at it, we are just nothing but a bunch of enthusiasts while in the progress of learning, we are doing something that is valuable somewhere, where we get that self confidence, self pride, self respect built extremely strongly. That when we go to the interview, I can talk peacefully about what I've been doing every day. That is the whole point. So please focus more on how much you can spend. Team, I will add you to this group. What was it trying to do? Share link to join the group, copy to clipboard. I'm going to paste it in here. So any new member from a JPACT is welcome to join that group. Volunteer from existing AACT project members. So I would love to get a couple of volunteers. I will organize an online session, make you the presenter, and then we'll walk through what we have done so far. All right. Now, in this project, the best part of it is while you're exposed to heavy automation, like a engine in your car, it's hidden, but it's very powerfully built team. And how we wrote some very complex tests for a large web app. Okay, so it is absolutely fascinating, team, how we've achieved so much in 3 months' time. Not even 3 months, in fact, 2 months mostly. And all the members who are currently working in this project know for sure what we're talking about. And this has only happened due to true passion towards, um, of course, your career plan, but also the fact that, wow, automation is cool. It sounds nice. It looks good. And it's a very fascinating field, team. So if you don't have coding, and we did zero coding, most of us in this project, few wrote custom code when AnyAUT was falling short. So AnyAUT is a test automation tool, cloud-based test management and test automation tool. And it kind of handles almost all types of scenarios and applications, but there'll be areas where there's constant development needed. So there's a lot of customization that has been done. So the team which has been working so far also got a chance to participate. So while we are doing more zero coding onto it, we are also participating. What is very important, team? Tasks and timelines. So we are working in a strong agile manner. We have almost like a daily scrum meetings. We talk about our progress. We discuss with each other. We collaborate. We identify challenges. We solve them together. We really work very well as a team. I'm very happy to be part of this project team. And while we do that, tasks and timelines are critical. And we know sometimes timelines can slip, but um, we need seriousness to the project team. Not just because the project is important, um, and the fact that it'll help you in learning, but mainly because the team so far has spent so much time and effort and built this in an amazing way with so much discipline and respect. It's just like amazing. I have no words to it. I want that to continue. So I would not want our new team members to come in and relax too much. It will be very, very pushy team. We will not push you. We will ask you who wants to do. It's saying that I'll not. We can't assign you tasks. Let's see how it goes. But then it's about you, how you volunteer and how you take up. So volunteer and do as much as you can. So don't overdo it, team. So look at it, 2 hours or 8 hours a day. If I'll ask one general question and you can all just reply in chat, team, at least existing climatic project members. Were there days in a week that you spend maybe more than 8 hours onto it? Of course, maybe you're learning something to implement and so on, or close to it. It just goes off, team, the time. You would have spent a lot of time into it. So you be ready, at least 2 hours dedicated if you're working on it. There's a good thing. So minimum 2 hours a day. So that's like 10 hours per week. There's a lot that you can do, Tim. You'll like working on this then maybe on Netflix or Prime for some time. Okay, great. Is this fine, project one? So this is done. Um, I'll have one more. Oopsie. Okay, let me put that here also. Skype group. But team, please note this is only for JPAC members. Please respect that and join accordingly. If you're not a JPAC member or iTeLearn member, you're watching this video by any chance, don't use these links to join, please. QA manual is done. Okay, done. I'm not doing anything else, team, in this as of now. This is the project I want to bring you on. A lot of activity happening there. Project 2, automation, AnyAUT Certified Developer. So even if you're not, we will keep talking about. So what we will do here, um, we will address both projects in each live session as to where we are. Okay. Now, what is this one, team? Very simple. It's going to be anyaught.com. We have /orange. I don't know if it's going to be /x now. We still have to decide. But that is the power we will have. And this will be one of my most personal favorite projects that I'll work on, team. This is primarily all coding, CI, CD, Java, yes, but a strong possibility of Python to rebuild AnyAUT parallelly and maintain it on both. We'll try, team. And believe me, there's so much Python in the market. It will be absolutely essential. And I'm also planning to do a Selenium with Python session as a training, maybe a week's training thing for already people who know Selenium and Java. That'll help. Now, for this, we will create a github.com account, add all team members to it, and start customizing AnyAUT/X. And AnyAUT/X is basically going to be Excel driven, but there is something that we will do also on the cloud. Cloud, when I say team, our AnyAUT.com test management that we do there. It's called automation test management is better. All right. So basically, team, this is the project that I'm going to add you into. And there is already a group that I created in Skype for that. We discussed on this. And for this, I think this is the one. Yeah. And team, then any questions, let me know. And once you join this project, it's like an ongoing flow from there. Skype. Tick, 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 tick. What was I saying? And of course, it'll have all the thing, Eclipse, Maven, which we haven't put into any in the older versions yet, Jenkins, GitHub. Um, we will focus on Java, JUnit Test NG. All this will come team. Some portions you'll see, maybe no, may not be JUnit. We haven't touched that there. A lot of libraries. There's so much there. What else did I miss? Of course, Selenium WebDriver is there. There are external libraries. So all of this we have to kind of put together now, and we have to launch. So we have a base old version of AnyAUT Orange, change to AnyAUT X. Requirements are fluid. So basically, it's pretty agile. Will discuss and monitor daily. So maybe for this, let's use either Trello. I don't know how many of you use Trello for a team. We have Trello account. It's an Atlassian product like Jira. We'll use that. And yeah, extend report, of course. I want to create something like extend report team. And it's so simple. This will be part of our requirement. Create. So what are the basic features? Now, team, you've been all working on AnyAUT, right? So tell me, what are the features that we're looking to do in this one compared to Orange in X versus Orange? Suggestions? What features should we add? You all been working, a lot of you, at least few of you, on AnyAUT. So based on that, what can we add? New keywords, fantastic. New built-in keywords, done. So all that we currently have been doing, we've identified, we'll add them. Keywords implementation, yes, next. What else can we do? Can we do new report template, custom, and how we build it? Maybe we'll just use Java for it. What else, team? How about running things in parallel? Runs. Take multiple Excels at the same time. Sure, right? Cross browser as a launch option rather than test data. What else, team? And whatever I'm remembering, I'm writing it so that we all can understand. Capture dynamic. What am I writing here? Anyone? Do you know? Test data during run to use for next steps. So that an additional thing that we said, right? More like output thing. Output input. Output as input, correct. What else is there? to replace extent reports. This by itself is a big one. All of these are big ones, team. This is the easiest one. And so parallel test runs, this is there. I have a lot of things, team, in terms of concepts as ideas, but I'm just seeing what can really go take it forward. But if we get more, we will add, but at least these are there. So if you want to work with me in together redeveloping AnyAUT B in this project. Okay, even if you're not in a team, you'll all see what is happening. We'll keep discussing every day or every other day, and that should be fine too. Great, that's it from my side. We are all set. Two projects, both of them absolutely critical in terms of participation in what we do. Both are time bound. This is ongoing. We have kind of completed phase one. Completes on 4th November. So for phase two, we're looking at how we kind of keep doing this. Starts 5th November. And for about 2.5, 3 months is what I'm thinking, but it could be a little longer. It could be a little shorter, team, not longer. After phase two, phase three is more like a steady phase. This is the how we're doing deployment. And team, we have to use all the tools that we require to make sure that it's running. And as part of this, we will also create, and this is new feature itself, team. Update built-in keywords documentation in Excel. Okay. And I forgot what I was writing before this. uh, what was I talking about, Jenkins? Oh, yes. Build, okay, demo Excels for trying varied types of Excels. I'm not saying hundreds of test cases, maybe 3, 4, 5, 10 test cases per demo that we can show how, and for us to test. For us to test what, team? Our development. We need to test our own development, right? That is what SDET is, software development engineer in test. So they've come from development, but they've got slowly migrated into testing. All right, great. So team, let's keep meeting next one, Monday. I hope the schedule is also accordingly in the GoToWebinar. If not, just let Pawan know, please. He'll change it. Transfer data from Excel to any other. Oh yes, how did I forget? Thank you, Vidya. Thank you so much. One of the most important ones, that is. So do you all know what this is? What is saying demo Excels and import regression Excel to AnyAUT cloud. So to be able to get that, that's a big feature. And if a lot of you listeners are not understanding what we're talking about, you will as you keep working on this project, because we use AnyAUT to for automated. That's how what we use to automate climatic Skype groups in. Yeah, sure. So this is the first one, project one. Then I have project two. Any other questions, team? That's it from my side for now. I'll be starting with our AACD training in a few minutes. So team, with this primarily, a lot of you will be certified testers, certified developers. There's a lot that will happen to you on that. Great. That's about live projects. Questions? Yes, sure. hand raised. Let me see where. Yes, Jyoti, please go ahead.
Hi, Karthik. So I was just wondering, some of us, very new to the program. So can we just join as a observers? I know you said a couple of times we can just join as observers and see
Take
how
your
it works.
join dozen times also as observer, no problem. So for example, in this group, right?
Uh-huh.
Uh, Client project, what we have, see, it's already saying 30 participants. Of course, some of you joined right now. About 20 to 23 were there. And in that,
Uh,
only 10 or 12 of us have been very active. Others have
okay.
been just observing as to what is happening and so on.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
And but let that not be a reason because you're not confident yet. Let it be a reason because maybe you don't have enough time to do, and that is fine.
Yeah. Makes sense. Makes sense.
Okay, but if you have time, please involve, volunteer, take up. So this
Okay.
works a little bit on volunteering and taking up also.
Okay.
What will happen? These are projects, right? So if none of the members are taking up, I
Mhm.
or some of the other billable resources in the project will have to keep finishing it. So
Okay.
this is the option
But
where
first of
we
all, we
can.
need to understand the project and everything. So somebody will volunteer and explain us what is the functionality of the project and everything so that
And yes, looking at how this project has happened for the last 3 months, I can tell you that the team will be excited to volunteer.
oh, okay.
I wrote
Okay.
somewhere, see, existing AACT members to give a 1 to 2 hour KT on what they did so far,
Oh, okay. Okay.
okay, till phase one. And then most of these members will move into the next project for us, the dev side. And then we have the new members here. So we'll have two groups. All the existing members will be here, new members will getting added. So Climatic will have more participation. And then there will be one specifically new one, altogether new project that we will get going with from Monday on AnyAUT.
Okay.
Okay. And what we want to do, use this Monday, Wednesday, Friday session to catch up with all, where we show the progress of our work and any questions, challenges, how we resolve them.
Okay. And then, I mean, once we start, we can decide, right, whether, how much at this time, it looks like we don't know exactly how much
You
time.
can do or how much time you can spend, no problem. As you go, and sometimes you take a task and you're not able to deliver due to any circumstance, just let us know.
Okay.
We'll
Okay.
redistribute the task with other members.
Okay. Sounds good. Thank you.
Okay, because at the end of it, there are two intents, team. One, the project has to be delivered. And believe
Mm-hmm.
me, a lot of our earlier phase one project team members worked on weekends and nights also, as it was essential. It was also
Okay.
because of their like towards automation and the career itself.
Okay.
So
Okay.
you are always welcome to take as much as you can when you can.
Okay.
Any other questions, team? Please feel free to ask. I would want you to feel very comfortable as you get into it and how you just uh, make it for your career benefit, team, as well. That's the whole reason. Getting a great project to work on and putting that genuine thing in your resume and talking about it is important. Okay, great. No other questions. I'll see you all Monday then for this live project session 2. We'll talk a little more on AnyAUT. And for that Monday session, I'll take someone's help to maybe give a 15-20 minutes overview on phase 1, what we've done. And then I will give an overview on AnyAUT. We'll get started with on AnyAUT. What I'll do, team, get started with, as a team, we'll start setting up everything one by one together. And then we'll take slowly the work offline. And anyone interested, fascinated to do a project or team management and how we do things, Trello.com, once we get there, we'll start putting all our tasks into it so we can monitor, reassess, escalate, and so on. So that'll be very interesting, team. So anyone interested in project coordination could help us in looking at Trello, making sure everything is being updated by everyone there. It'll be a fantastic environment to work with, team. AnyAUT, one project, you've already done Climatic, you do AnyAUT, then you're ready for the job market in the next couple of weeks. Totally. And there's interview questions and answers thing, mock interviews with Manoj going. That's happening really, really well. So participate in that too. Any questions that are not there, let us know. We'll take it offline, but address it in the live sessions. Thank you, everyone. See you now. Take care. Have a great weekend. We'll see you on Monday for the live project continuation. Bye now. Bye all.